Hey, what's up, guys? Tim Hart, Van Dyke Mortgage, host of Rates and Reels. We're here with a special guest, okay, Chef Brian Duffy. Chef Duffy, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Good to see you.
We got some corn.
We're in City Tavern's kitchen. Kevin Offerman, owner of City Tavern's here with us. This is a special occasion, this meal we're about ready to cook, right?
Absolutely.
And so, guys, we went fishing. You guys seen the episode. Grouper, snapper, amberjack. Had an awesome time. We have some of that grouper and snapper here. Chef Brian's gonna cook it up for us. And so, Duffy, fill us in, man. What you got? What's the plan here? You're already going to town.
I'm already going to town, man. So I'm a huge fan of vegetables and all that, and I try not to overdo things, especially like fish when we get fresh fish in. I think too many people, one, they overcook it, and two, they overdo it. And overdo it mean they try to add too much stuff to it, when in reality, try to keep it simple, man. You just spent the whole day out on a boat or in the sun and whatnot. Bring it home, clean it up, and then just have fun with it. So we're gonna do a hash. We've got some good corn, some peppers, asparagus, carrots. We're gonna add a whole bunch of citrus into that, and then we'll sear off the fish just really simple with just salt and pepper. Fresh salt and pepper. I talk about it all the time. A lot of times when you use like kind of prepackaged salt and prepackaged pepper and whatnot, it's been done like 9, 10, 11, 12 months prior to. So let's just get the stuff that we have, grind it out there, keep it super fresh, add that citrus in. We've got some orange, a little bit of lime, a little bit of lemon, and we'll just have some fun, just make something fun up. So
cool.
For me, the preparation, I believe that the art of the preparation creates the experience. So I try to have a lot of fun. I remember a couple years ago, I was down here and ended up being in the kitchen all day with these guys, and we're doing poached eggs at Graham's house.
Yep.
And so I try to get everybody involved in doing different parts of it. But for this stuff, it's just really simple, man. There's no, I mean, there's a great way to use a knife and everything, but just go to town. Get everything put together. Try to cut everything about the same size so that it cooks evenly across the board. And then, yeah, that's the basics of it.
I think you just changed my life watching you cut that pepper. Like, I didn't even.
Oh, that's the best,
never,
man. All right, ready?
Never even done that.
So here's the trick to a good pepper. So take your end, cut your end off right there.
Okay.
Flip it back over on the other side, cut off the other end. So now I've got that all ready to go. Take a knife and make one cut down the side, turn it sideways. Take your knife in that same cut, and now you're just gonna cut right through your ribs. And now you've got your pepper, and it's all ready to go. Just like that.
Life-changing.
Super, super, super simple, man. Everybody tries to work too hard at stuff. Find your own way. Learn how to hold a knife. That's the key. Once you learn how to hold a knife, you're ready to go. Knives are balanced out the way that they should be, so that like if you take a look at that, that's all balanced out just like that, so that when I'm cutting with it, the heavier portion's kind of in the back, because that's what I want to kind of move through. People hold onto a knife too hard. They're holding up here. They're kind of choking up too much on it. I've seen people kind of hold knives like this. It kind of is a natural curvature. Put your fingers in, knife on the side, or finger on the side, thumb on the other, and you're ready to go. So, all right, let's go get this stuff on the grill.
All right.
You'll carry that for me. Sure, Kev, if you'll bring those. I got the fish, man.
All right.
Let's rock and roll.
Chef Brian.
Yeah.
You got us back out here. You prepped it all. Fill us in. I'm kind of excited to see you do the knife thing.
You want to see me do the knife thing?
I want to see the knife thing.
This is the way you do it. The best way to sharpen a knife is think about having a matchbook on the back side of your knife. So that's a 20-degree angle. That's the way that your blade typically works. This does not sharpen a knife, this owns your knife. So this pulls off any of the excess burrs that are on there. And I always kind of do it a couple times when I'm working, especially with fish or meats. I want to have that super clean blade every time I go through. And then every time after I do that, I want to make sure that I wipe my blade off, because you can see there's a little tiny line right there of those burrs that are on there. What we did with our fish, we've got snapper and grouper. These are beautiful. You guys caught these, right?
Yep.
Good with that? So I always, super simple, really good fresh salt. Okay. Iodized salt is non-existent in my world. I don't believe in it. It's a chemically enhanced product that leaves a tinny taste on your mouth, kind of like an aluminum in a way. I don't like it, so I don't use it. I use kosher salt, Himalayan salt. I have a salt caddy in my house that I have 7 different types of salts in there. I've got a Celtic sea salt. I've got a mineral salt from the Dead Sea. All have different kind of properties to them, better for you in some ways than other. And then fresh black pepper. Most of the time when you buy pepper, that sits in a box or on a shelf for a super long time.
Right.
When you get fresh peppercorns, I mean, this is like $2 at the grocery store. And this is gonna last you for a while. This will last me about 15 minutes, but it'll last the average person a while. Peppercorns are in there. Once you crack those peppercorns, the oil comes out and that flavor starts to go all the way through it. So you get a much better product when you do it that way. All right, so we've got our fish we're gonna get our vegetables. Vegetables take a little bit longer to cook than the fish because we've got some dense stuff in here with carrots. That corn's got to sweat out a little bit. The asparagus are in there as well, so we want to get that stuff. Get our butter on.
What kind of butter is that? So
Kerrygold, baby.
Get you another
Kerrygold
sponsor.
butter. Everybody, Kerrygold.
It.
So, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna just do a little hash. So I want to get all this stuff right on here. Make sure we get our corn and all those beautiful peppers in there.
It smells so good.
So get it on, and what I do is I kind of lay it flat, just like this, so that everything has a surface on the flat top, so that way it caramelizes, okay? Natural sugars are gonna start to come out. You wanna just let that stuff happen. Then we're gonna take a little bit more of that super fancy butter. What's it called?
Marigold.
Kerrygold.
Kerrygold.
Way to go, way to ruin my sponsorship
Sorry,
on that one. You had one job, Tim. For me, and the way that they teach us in culinary school and everything else, is that you always start with your presentation side first. So presentation side would be the side that I'm gonna serve directly to the guest. So what I do is I lay that down, okay? So now I'm gonna season the back side of here. Okay, I typically season about 3 times when I do something like this. This stuff I only season once when I go in. It's pretty funny, we're just gonna keep blowing up Kerrygold all day. Seriously, right now some guy's going, thank you, thank you. No need to pay that guy, took care of that. So now I'm just gonna take this. See, we've already got some nice browning happening on the carrots. And what they're doing is they're kind of steaming each other as they go around. All right, I wanna open it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna lay it nice and flat again. So we're gonna caramelize these just like this. Take these lemon, lime, orange, citrus segments and just pop them right in, all right? The fish over here, you can see it's starting to get white around the outside of it.
Okay.
It's a pretty thick cut right through here, but once you start seeing that white, you're good. You wanna let it sit for another minute. Make sure you have full surface across the whole board. That creates that really nice caramelization, that Maillard process, which is that protein that starts to get nice and brown on it. I learned, the best way that I learned how to cook fish was actually doing it's called franchise, which is a little bit of an egg batter on the outside of it. And that egg batter gets on there, and then you flip it over once you get that crust on the outside, and then the whole thing steams like an envelope when that egg sears on the other side. It's a great, great way to do it. And let's see. So now I've got beautiful coloring across the whole thing. Doesn't stick because my grill's super hot. Okay, and that's a lot of times people are afraid to cook with a hot grill. Let it sit up there, man. I got some good smoke going on the back side of it. Oh. Let it happen. We got popcorn now.
Popcorn, yeah.
So now I take this. Now I'm just kind of folding this all back in together. Okay, I didn't season it yet because I didn't season any of it yet because I want those onions to get some nice color to it. And if I salt too early, then what happens is it's going to release liquid as opposed to sugar. Cooking is science, cause and effect. If I do this, this is what's going to happen. Also note, I didn't flip these yet because these are a lot thicker than those. All right, so now I'm going to get some good pepper in there.
There's like 9 steps an average cooker like myself would have already blown here. Like, I mean, just the pre-salting thing. I would.
Once you understand the basics of it, and as I said before, I believe that the art of the preparation creates the experience. So the more fun that you have, the more prepared you are. We had everything cut, ready to go, rock and roll. It makes the cooking process that much more fun. It's a riot. I'll have to post it on something. But so now I take that fish, that good grouper, pop it right across. Okay, sometimes if your fish sticks, a lot of people go in like this. When I press down on it, it'll pop the tip of my the tip of my spatula up, flip it upside down, and then I go under and release it just like that. These are our zest. This is all the outside of it, including the pith. And what I'm going to do is just kind of squeeze the rest of this up right around the outside of it. Use everything. There's flavor in every single thing that we do. Grab that super fancy butter that's called
Kerrygold.
Nice. He was checking his phone.
Kerrygold.
He was seeing what time it was.
You ain't playing around, Duffy.
No way, man. Look at this. That's a beautiful hash. Super healthy. Everything is cooked together really, really well. Got that great citrus in there. Give you that really good Florida kind of summery flavor and texture. Just like that. All right, where's our plates? So the fish is coming up firm really well. A lot of people overcook fish. Think about the fact that it's okay if it's still a little bit kind of medium rare on the inside. As it sits on a plate, it's called carryover cooking. The steam from the outside of it is going to steam that inside. Do not sit here and press it apart, pull it apart, trying to see the whole time. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of our hash. So, and then, I mean, you want to have some fun as well. Take a tiny bit of beer and just do a little beer right on the top of here, and that'll sear it up like a blue moon. That citrusy flavor of a blue moon will really pull this all together.
Do you leave these peels on here just
to kind of steam?
Yeah. Okay. Got
you don't really want to eat them. All right, got this beautiful grouper. Smells absolutely amazing. Fresh caught. Sitting in there, just big fat steak
Gulf
pieces.
of Mexico.
That's right. There we go. So we got our grouper, we got our snapper,
Holy
we
cow.
got our flat top. We're ready to rock and roll, man. Let's go eat.
Awesome, let's go. So we're here at City Tavern. Chef Brian Duffy just finished making this up. Got to tell you, to be honest, I told you like 7 times already. That was the coolest thing I've seen in forever.
Good,
man.
dude. I'm glad you liked it.
So guys, this stuff looks amazing. This has been Rates and Grills. Chef Brian, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. My
Awesome.
pleasure.
Kevin,
Absolutely.
thanks for having me.
Thank you.
City Tavern, you guys, downtown Fort Myers. Come check them out. Kevin, where can they find you?
MyCityTavern.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Yep.
and 2206 Bay Street, downtown Fort Myers.
Chef Brian?
Chef Brian Duff on Instagram and Twitter. Chef Brian Duffy on Facebook, and probably at a bar near you.
And your podcast.
Oh, and I got a podcast called Duffified Live.
Stitcher.
Instagram, iTunes. It's
Anyway. Hey guys, this has been Tim Hart, host of Rates and Grills and the segment Rates and Grills. Also the branch manager at Van Dyke Mortgage. So guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Tim Hart wishing you low rates and tight lines. Have fun, everybody.